How property opportunities progress from introduction to completion. Every successful property transaction follows a process. Whether an investor is looking for a specific opportunity, or an opportunity is presented to them, understanding the journey from first contact to completion helps everyone move forward with confidence. This video explains how opportunities introduced by Solid Deals progress from initial interest to a completed transaction. Property opportunities usually begin in one of two ways. An investor may approach Solid Deals Ltd with a specific requirement. Alternatively, Solid Deals Ltd may identify an opportunity and present it to potential investors. Although the starting point may differ, the process that follows is usually very similar. When an investor is looking for a specific type of opportunity, the first step is understanding their requirements. This includes factors such as location, budget, property type, and investment goals. The clearer the requirement, the easier it is to identify suitable opportunities. The next stage is known as sourcing. Sourcing simply means searching for suitable opportunities using industry contacts, other estate agents, landlords, networking, and market research. Once a potential opportunity is identified, the initial details are shared with the investor. The investor reviews the information and decides whether they would like to explore the opportunity further. If there is genuine interest, the process moves to the next stage. Let's pause for a minute. Do you remember when we told you about two types of investors? The one that look for specific opportunity and ones that found Solid Deals advertisement about deals already being found and offered. Here is when their journeys connects. They just review the opportunity presented regardless if it is one they asked for or just one they see for the first time. If they are happy, they move to the next stage. Before confidential information is released, an NDA and Fee Protection Agreement is signed. NDA stands for Non-Disclosure Agreement. In simple terms, this means the information remains confidential and cannot be shared without permission. The agreement also protects introductions made by Solid Deals Ltd and confirms the sourcing fee payable if a transaction proceeds as a result of that introduction. Once the agreement is signed, the full details can be released. Depending on the opportunity, this may include property information, landlord details, estate agent contacts, or supporting documents. Introductions are then made to the relevant parties so discussions can begin. The next stage is known as due diligence. Due diligence simply means checking the opportunity carefully by investor himself before making a final decision. This may include things like property viewings, surveys, and legal inquiries. The goal is to make sure the opportunity works for the investor. If everyone is satisfied, an agreement is reached. Depending on the opportunity, this may be an accepted purchase offer, a lease agreement, or another commercial arrangement. This is the point where all parties agree to move forward. Following the agreement, legal and financial processes begin. Solicitors may be instructed to handle contracts and legal checks. Finance may also be arranged through cash funds, mortgages, or specialist lenders. The exact process will depend on the type of transaction involved. During a property purchase, two important milestones are often referred to as exchange and completion. Exchange is when the agreement becomes legally binding. Completion is when ownership officially changes hands. Once completion takes place, the transaction is finished and the opportunity has successfully progressed from introduction to ownership. It is then and only then when Solid Deals will request their fee for you. In other words, you don't have to pay Solid Deals no money until completion when you actually finalize transaction with property owner. While every opportunity is different, the overall process remains largely the same. Requirement, opportunity, agreement with deal sourcer, introduction, due diligence, agreement with property owner, exchange, completion. By following a structured process, opportunities can move from an initial conversation to a successful outcome in a professional and efficient manner. Solid Deals Ltd specializes in sourcing opportunities and connecting the right people with the right projects.